Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a video that I had promised I would do in one of my last videos, and this is on the hair tools that I use most often and that I really like. Actually, I'm sharing with you almost all of them that I have, minus one, which I'll tell you about because the minus one's actually the one that I use the most. And I also want to talk to you about styling products, but if this video gets too long, then I'll separate that into a separate video. But anyways, as for styling tools, I will tell you what I use and what I use them for and why I like them, or what I don't like them for. I'll just give you all the information. So I'm just going to reach in. I have a bag here that I put them all in and tell you as I pull them out. Now, hot tools, this is like the first love of hair tools. These were the first, I think I got these from Sally's, so the first nicer curling irons that I got, and I have quite a few of these. I have this size, which is the largest, this size, which is the smallest one I have, and I believe this is the largest one they carry. I don't know that this is the smallest one that they have, but this is the smallest one that I have. And then I have one that's in between. I'm trying to think if there would be two in between. It's in between, and that's the one I use the most. That's the one where I actually get curls from that are wavy. This is my least used one because this size curl is not usually what I'm going for personally, but it's good for certain things, like if your hair's up and you have an end sticking out of an updo to wrap it around something that'll actually give an end a curl. That's, as you can tell, this one's even a lot cleaner than my other one, so this one's less used. This is probably next on the list, and this is a large one, and what I like this for is almost like a straightener, except for I find that since my hair is pretty long and straight, if it's if I were to use a straightener, it would look a little I can't really describe what I'm thinking, but a little odd, a little a little too straight. This is just nice because when I let my hair dry naturally, I have little kinks in my hair right here, and I can use this one and my most used one, the size down from this one, to straighten those. I always do that as soon as my hair is dry, even sometimes while it's still a little wet. That's the only thing I always do, is kind of curl / straighten these pieces right here. I often don't do anything else with the rest of my hair. This is good for flipping ends and stuff, but this is mostly good as a straightener if you've got long hair and a straightener just doesn't quite do what you want it to do. This kind of has a straight yet flippy look to it. Then I have this, which I find really nice. It is I'm thinking it's Amika, A-M-I-K-A, and I got this from Sephora, and this is the switch base. And with it, I have 4 attachments. Now, I think it came with 2 attachments, and over time I've gotten 2 other attachments to go with it, but I'll demonstrate how to do that in a moment. But I will show you the different size barrels. So this size barrel is actually the one very similar to the size of the curling iron, the Hot Tools curling iron, that I do not have here right now. This just gives you more of the curling rod look, other than rather than the curling iron look. I find that I use curling irons most of the time. I still think I prefer to go back to those, but these have if I'm curling all of my hair, my whole head of hair, which I don't do that often. I like to pick pieces out and just kind of make it look a little messier. If I'm curling all my hair, I use the curling rod because it just it smooths out. There's advantages and disadvantages, and maybe that's for a separate time, separate video, but I do really, if you're going to get one, I would suggest, if you can find it, getting the Amika with I have this size, a bigger size. The larger one actually comes with, it's actually a curling iron, not a curling rod, which is just interesting. And then this one, which is a little larger, and then it gets smaller. So I find that this is really nice. I think I got rid of it. I wish I hadn't. Sometimes I think that's a really fun look, especially in braids and stuff. But I have this. This is semi-new. Now, I have gotten this type of a tool before in Hot Tools, and I don't like it. It didn't do much to my hair. It didn't work well. My hair, I wouldn't say my hair is hard to curl, but it's not like super easy to curl because it's so ramrod straight. But if I use the right products, it's not too hard to curl. The Hot Tools just didn't do much. It made my hair feel like hard to curl hair. But this tool is great. This is the Bedhead TIGIA Wave We Go. And here's what's interesting. Watch this. You can adjust the size of this to, adjust the size of the wave. And I always keep it this way, so not in, but I always keep it big because that gives more room to allow for a wave, which is the only way my hair will actually wave like that. So this is like a large crimper ultimately. I wouldn't use it for the same thing necessarily I would use a crimper for, except for that. One really, really cool thing to do with this, makes it so convenient, especially if you have like hair like mine that's straight and that's fine, and sometimes you just want to pull it back, which I often just like to pull my hair back and then find that super straight looking and all. But this thing, if you just take like the front pieces, like pull some out and just clamp, just the front, and then pull it back, it gives that almost like you have a naturally wavy hair that you just pulled back. It gives a lot of like bounce and volume to the top of your hair, and I just find this super convenient for quick hairstyles that don't necessarily look quick or don't look sloppy, or fill in the blank with whatever your quick hairstyles can look like if you don't try very hard. This really helps. I highly recommend this. Ever since I got it, I've used it more than I thought I would. I thought it would be more of just a occasionally thing. It was kind of like one of those things I just kind of wanted to try, and I was really enamored by the fact that you could adjust the wave. But I really, really like it. So that's actually all of the hair tools, like hot tools that I have. I do have, and this is funny, the most recent tool that I have is actually my blow dryer, because I rarely blow dry my hair, but occasionally I just want it for like a little volume or something like that. So finally I got one, but that's not even worth showing. I think I picked it up at CVS or something. I don't know if it's a good one. I haven't used it enough, and I don't have anything to compare it to. But hopefully you found some of these tools and how I use them, maybe some tips helpful if you've got hair similar to mine, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.